Hello everyone, I'm Shweta and I'm excited to welcome you all to yet another episode of Alumni Chronicles from PIBA. Today we have the pleasure of hearing an incredible career journey from Chaitali, an experienced business analyst with over 10 plus years of expertise. Currently, she is working at NICE. Her journey is filled with valuable insights, growth, and real world experiences that aspiring BAs can learn from. Chaitali, welcome to PIBA Chronicles.
Yeah,
It's great to have you here, and I'm looking forward to dive into your career journey and the lessons that you have learned along the way. Welcome, Chaitali.
thank you, Shweta, for having me here. I'm also excited to tell everyone about my journey.
Oh, good to know that. Yes. All right, let's start from your introduction first, and then we can take it forward from there.
Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Chaitali Khurd. Okay, I'm based out of Pune. I'm Masters in Computer Science from University of Pune. I'm holding around almost 12 years of experience into IT. Okay, all of which is as in a business analyst role. So yeah, so like starting off my career, I started with Tech Mahindra Pune, okay, wherein I had an opportunity to uh, work on a product which we were developing in-house product development called as Order View. So with that, my journey started in Tech Mahindra, and yeah, so basically it was about orchestrating of the telecom orders, okay, and different order types. So I was involved all over there. Later, I came to know about this PIBA, wherein Dipanshu Saurabh, he was guiding everyone regarding basically full knowledge of the BA course. Okay, so that's where, and I got to know about him on LinkedIn only. So I reached out to him. I had joined his course, and he had literally helped me in everything. Okay, right from the BA techniques, the tools. Okay, different types of tools which we use for UML and everything, uh, like the stakeholder management, the requirement refinement techniques. Okay, so he had explained that, and that was very fruitful for me in my journey
Yeah.
ahead. So it really helped me. So I would really like to thank Debanshu for this.
All right. Thank you so much for your detailed introduction, Chetali. Good to know that you started off as a business analyst itself. Coming to that, I have a question. You come from a engineering background, that too in computer science, and you started off as a business analyst in IT.
Yeah.
So, how was it? I mean, it's completely different, right? First is, how did you get this opportunity? What were the things that you did right so you landed up a business analyst job? Yeah, I would like to know about that.
Yeah, so see, like generally we do say that business analyst role, it comes via the education and MBA. Okay, but I don't think that is always the case. Okay, so we as actually see, I don't come from an engineering background. I come from bachelor's in computer science and masters. So I'm masters. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, that way we, as a part of our syllabus in college, we have been always taught about the object-oriented software engineering. Okay, so that is what builds our basic understanding about the managerial role, which is the BA role, and basically, yeah, the BA expectations and the BA role. So that's what sets the foundation for us. Okay, so yeah, so basically the project which I got into, okay, so that project, basically I was hired as a junior BA. Okay, and yeah, so as I said, my the journey, it started with building a product, okay, in-house product for for Tech Mahindra. So because it was an in-house product development, we were actually well informed, okay, about the every small niche and corner of the product. Okay, so
Right.
like for example, how a particular order comes in. Okay, how an order has to be created, how an order request comes in, how the order has to be created, what is its orchestration journey, what would be its orchestration journey, and everything. So since that, application was built on Pega platform. Okay, so I had to go through the Pega Business Architect certification for it, which helped me to, which helped me to journey, create all those journey or orchestrate all those journeys.
Okay.
Okay, for different types of orders and different products. Okay, so we had to know about the configuration of each and every product in it. So yeah, so that's how it all happened. And of course I had the able guidance of my seniors, okay, which helped me. And later on, I did get the support of the Bansu to manage the requirements, manage the stakeholders more crisply. Okay, so that's wherein Divanshu did play a major role for me. So yeah, that is how all the journey started.
All right. Thanks for sharing details about your journey. Yes, as you rightly mentioned, right, it is thought or maybe it is a myth that business analyst requires MBA degree, but that's not the true. That's not true basically. So thanks for highlighting that point. I know it's been 12 years for you, but still I want you to go back retrospect and tell me how easy or difficult it was to land in a BA job as your like first job.
Uh, yeah. So the first thing, it all depends on your perspective and your hunger to, achieve something. For example, it was my goal or my I was expecting that out of me to be a good seasoned BA. Okay. So first
Okay,
thing is about the hunger, okay, and the eagerness to do whatever and everything and anything and everything that is expected out of you to do in a particular role. Okay. So yeah, that is one thing. And then of course, reaching out to our seniors. Okay. Doing our study at the back end. Okay. Working on ourselves. So yeah,
correct,
all those things does matter. Efforts should be taken. And yeah, efforts is something that has no option at all anywhere. So efforts have to be taken. We also have to be like very dedicated to the work. Okay. And yeah, grounded enough to understand the things from our seniors, from our colleagues, every small thing which basically is required to attend should be attended. Okay. Be it any smallest piece of work or the largest module, anything that has to be attended. Okay. So yeah, all those things do contribute. Yeah. So one thing what I wanted to add is, as a BA we should always be see this BA role, it is kind of a mixture of
yeah,
both the technical and functional, right?
correct,
So people have to be on top of the UML diagrams. So that is something which both the functional as well as technical will understand. So we have to understand. And to get to it, okay, we need to understand what are actually the pain areas of the customer and
correct,
how we can overcome them. So first thing is understanding the business, understanding the pain areas, and how we will be solutioning it is uh, what is the role of the BA. Okay. And yeah, then when we actually propose something, how it has to be implemented will have to be showcased in the form of technical diagrams, which is BA diagrams. So that is something um, which BAs have to be on top of. Okay.
correct.
And so this is all about technical. Okay. But apart from this, to manage, yeah, the stakeholder management is absolutely a must. So uh, when we say that only the technical information is important, yeah, it is important, but along with that, when we say interpersonal skills, they do come into picture a lot. And this is where those interpersonal skills come into
True.
picture. Okay. So it is absolutely needed in order to manage the stakeholders well. Okay. And by stakeholders, I'm not only saying that the external stakeholders or the clients, but all the internal stakeholders, right from our um,
Dev team,
yeah,
QA team.
dev team, QA team. Okay. Everyone, anyone who is impacted in the process is a stakeholder, right?
Right.
So building a strong communication with all of them uh, is utmost important. So
Right.
yeah, so each and everyone has to be informed, um, at their during their phases. They have to be informed about the changes coming in. So yeah, that is something which is really important.
Yes, awesome, Chaitali. You touched based on three major points. First is efforts is very, very important, and second thing you mentioned the BA role is mixture of both technical as well as functional role, and the third thing is about interpersonal skills. These are the three things. I mean, the aspiring BAs out there who is watching this is surely gonna help them. All right. So moving ahead, I would like to know currently you're working with NICE, right? And I would like to know more about in which domain you are currently working. What are your roles and responsibilities look like there as a BA?
I am working with Nice, okay, Nice Interactive Solutions. So this is basically, this is a product-based organization, okay, and I'm a part of their Actimize group, okay, which takes care of basically this Actimize product. It is meant for managing the anti-money laundering, okay, happening
Okay.
in the financial space or the financial market. So yeah, so basically I worked on three major areas in it. One is the sanction screening, another one is the customer due diligence, and the third one is transactions monitoring. Okay, so coming to my roles and responsibilities, since currently I was working in a waterfall model. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so my journey starts with ideation, in the ideation phase itself. Okay, wherein we get a very high level list of requirements, okay, and since it is waterfall, we got quite a good time to do our refinements, okay, the study, okay, the basic study. So yeah, once we get the high level list of requirements, we start drilling each requirement, okay, studying details on it, like what is the, is it like a new requirement or an enhancement, okay, so what is the as is, what is the expected, okay, and how the solutioning of the expected will happen, how we are going to achieve it, what impacts is this going to have on the existing system, okay, so all these things we can take into picture. And the requirements we do enrich it, okay, in the form of the acceptance criterias, the validations, UI validations, backend validations, if any. Then yeah, so any other artifacts like the process flows, workflows, mockups. So yeah, we enrich all our requirements with all of this information. And since it is since it was waterfall, we also had extensively worked on the UI features or the UI items of it, okay, which are, since it is waterfall, so there was this extensively used. The documentation was really extensive, okay, for maintenance and everything. So yeah, we did work. So this was basically the fashion, okay, of gathering requirements and capturing requirements, after which they were being approved by our clients, okay, and once it was approved, then we had to give like a walkthrough to our implementation team, okay, the actual implementation QA team, to pick up for their development and testing. And in meanwhile, we also had to like support the queries on the team members, okay, and go through the test cases, test scenarios, okay.
Right.
And yeah, so it is one of the BA responsibility to review all the test cases, test scenarios and test cases. Yeah, and then when during the QA as well, if there are any queries, we were the single point of contact to provide resolution on them, okay. And after it is being QA signed off, when it is in UAT, provide extensive support to the client, okay, for all of their queries during coming up during this. Yeah, so and then after the UAT sign off, it was then scheduled for it will then be scheduled for deployment into production. So from ideation, inception, ideation, until the movement into production, and also after like moving it into production, the maintenance part. So post production support was also what was provided. So yeah, This is all of my overall journey as a BA in Waterfall. Okay. Specifically speaking about the Waterfall implementation.
Awesome. I mean, thank you so much for walking us through the entire journey of waterfall model methodology. Sorry. So now, since we have touched this point, I would like to understand from you for aspiring BA or BAs who want to transition. People who want to transition into BA role or people who are in a BA role currently. So, how important it is for them to understand these methodologies, basically waterfall and agile. I know there are different concepts to agile as well. There are different frameworks, but how important it is to understand it in depth.
Yeah, so see, one thing is first understanding, at least theoretically, we need to have some understanding of it. And once we have theoretical understanding and we have little bit of experience, will really help us to understand it extensively. Okay. Theoretical experience is one, but having at least some practical experience, okay, will help us to understand it more perfectly. Okay. So yeah, both the theoretical and practical implementation is required, but practically, even if it is in smaller amounts, should be enough to actually help us understand. Okay. So it's not expected that every time you need to have like 1, 2 or more years of experience to understand it. As I said, if you have theoretical understanding of it, and given you have some
Eventually.
practical experience as well, that should be fine. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, this is about the implement understanding of implementation methodology. And after having an understanding, so just having understanding is not enough. You also
Correct.
have to align your understanding with the timelines of the project, with whatever the work has been assigned, that you have to align with the timelines of the project. So yes, in this scenario, your actual understanding of the domain and um, understanding of the domain comes into picture, and the time management will also come into picture. Okay. Yeah. So this is, but of course, understanding of the domain, it is something which will happen gradually, not in a year or two. It happens gradually. Okay.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, that takes time, but yeah, at least we can start with it. And it is always now the best time to start with anything, rather than just thinking about it. So yeah, that's all.
Yes, thanks for sharing those details. Going ahead, yes, now I would like to know from you when was the time that you came across PIBA, and you mentioned in the introduction part that you came to know about the Banshu on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Can you just share about that journey? When was that time and how it started?
I think I came across the Banchu's profile in 2021, and that's when we had some discussion that okay, I'm interested in this course and everything, and he had asked me like, what is my expectation out of it? Yeah, so absolutely, when as I just emphasized you some few minutes back, that understanding of the life cycle is a must, but also aligning yourself with the timelines of the project is absolutely necessary. Only having the understanding will not really help you solve all the problems, right?
Correct.
So you have to align it, and then that's the points wherein I got help from the Bansu, and I really thank him for that. So yeah, so understanding the stakeholders, understanding their needs at that point in time, fulfilling it in their way, which is visible for us. So yeah, these things do come into picture, and yeah, so it was all helped me by, yeah, Devanshu. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Also, I would like to know, since you come from a BA background itself, right? And after that, you joined PIBA. So, I want to understand, is there any gap in the market that current BA are lacking, or maybe there is a gap of understanding on some aspects of BA, which is why we are going to upskill ourselves through PIBA, or maybe we are too much into theoretical part of it and we don't have the practical understanding. What exactly is the gap, and what was your reason to join PIBA?
Yeah, so as I said, my reason to join PIBA, one of the important thing what I used to fear in my early days was about the timelines. So extensively, I mean, see, the BA is a profile wherein wherein the BAs are expected to be on calls. Okay, so what you have to ask? So asking question is really important for BAs. Absolutely, be it a fresher BA or be it an experienced BA, so asking questions is a skill which BAs have to develop. Okay. So what are the questions? The questions have to be right enough to help you and your team develop
Correct.
and deliver something. So your questions, the solutions to those questions which you receive should be, I mean, it is a skill. Asking a question is
Right.
always a skill. Those questions and the solutions to those questions which your clients provide should add a value to your team. Okay, and should add a value to your team for developing something, for delivering something, and the thing which we are delivering should actually add value to clients' businesses. So yeah, asking right questions is really important. Okay, so when we say that, I need to process a workflow for something, okay, so I mean, just understanding the process is not important, right? So
Right.
what are the phases inside the process? Who all will be the users, the personas, the impacted systems? From where will I be the fetching my information if I'm fetching some information? Who will be my end users, okay, who
Right.
will be impacted? Is there some external system which is involved which I also have to like update, okay, or provide information, pass information on to? So all these kind of questions, understanding your requirements, understanding the users, the personas, the external systems, writing the use cases in detail, okay, in a detailed manner, capturing all of the validations. Your acceptance criterias have to be crisp and clear enough. Okay, it has not just crisp and clear enough, but also testable, measure. It has to be testable, right? It has to be valuable. So the invest, like, it has to be independent. Use case has to be an independent, valuable, which will add value to the client. Then it has to be estimatable, both from development, BA and QA side. Okay,
Right.
then it has to be scalable. Okay, and yeah, it has to be testable. So all these things, so see, that's what I'm saying, like, understanding the BA roles and responsibilities and performing them in a smoothly manner, okay, in order to align with the timing. So crispiness, for that we have to be on the top of our entire the all the roles, all the tools, techniques, okay, of the requirement gathering tools, techniques, we have to be on top of it, right?
Right.
So yeah, all those things was which the Banshu did help me, okay, and especially with the UML part, he did help me.
Right.
That was helpful in a,
Correct.
yeah, in a true sense.
Yes, so yes, I absolutely understand that we always have to be, as a BA, we always have to be on top of all those tools. And I also believe that there is a gap in the market when it comes to having the expertise around these tools. So thanks for highlighting that point. Going ahead, I would like to understand from you how PIBA is different from other courses in the market, and why one should choose PIBA.
Okay, so one reason why PIBA, why to choose PIBA is, Dipanshu, will really help you, okay, on an individual level. If there is something like, for example, you have issues with time management, you have issues with understanding the process, or with UMLs, okay, or with asking questions. So he will break down all, okay, onto an a personal level, on an individual level, to help you really come out of the problem. Okay. And yeah, so he's always like, this is my personal experience, he's always available even after the schedule. Like as I said, like more than 3 years, it's been more than 3 years I was associated with him, and we are like still in contact. So yeah, even after the course, if you need anything, you can reach out to him at any point. So yeah, that is the thing which is, I guess, his USP. Okay, not only he'll
Absolutely.
help you throughout the course, but also after the course, like he'll be in contact for any help. So yeah, that's the reason.
Yes, thanks for highlighting that point, Chaitali. Yeah, we are towards the end of this conversation, and I have one last question for you. Since you hold 12 years of experience, so you have expertise around BA, right? So I would like to ask you for any guidance or suggestion that you must have for aspiring BAs out there, which will help them to grow in their career or maybe transition into a BA role. What is your guidance?
Okay, so my guidance is, see, this BA role is a difficult role,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it is truly a difficult role, because we have to like, um, basically, we have to be the point of contact for everyone, be it your clients, be it your internal stakeholders, be it the implementers or the QAs or the support guys. We will have to be always the point of contact. So, and in all of this, so it is not just a functional or a technical role, but it also has a thin lining of management. Okay, so managerial tasks in it. So the thing is, we grow each and every, okay, but the efforts which we give should be genuine enough. Okay, and I think never give up attitude is something which is really important. So no one is perfect on the first day. Okay, so as you keep trying, you become perfect in everything, and that's how you will season in, like basically you will be a seasoned professional. Okay, so yeah, the only key is, what I always what I trust is, that it is fine if you don't know things. Okay, you can always learn, but
Yeah.
discipline and keeping on is important. So if someone is knowledgeable but not, uh, but doesn't have an attitude of keeping on, okay, or going on, then that will really not help. Okay,
Correct.
so so it's always important to keep going on, not give up at any point. Yeah,
Right.
so that will always help. So yeah, that has to be there.
Yeah.
And
Thanks
not
for your guide.
just not fear of anything. Okay, so
Right.
things do
Absolutely.
happen and we have to tackle them. So, and
Right.
we should ensure that we take all the feedbacks, be it positive, be it negative, take all the feedback sportingly. So that is really important to keep going.
Yes, absolutely. You said it right. Taking feedback, be it negative or positive, and working on it, as you were
Yeah.
mentioning, keep going on it. It is very important. That is the right approach or attitude for a crucial role like BA. So thank you so much, Chetali, for your guidance. Surely it is going to help all our audience who is watching this conversation, and it will give them a certain direction towards their career, in their career. And yeah, thanks for taking time out on Saturday and having this conversation. It was nice talking to you, Chetali.
Thank you so much, Sweta, for having me here.